I owe you an apology. Because exactly 1 week ago, friend of the channel and my Pokemon mentor, Benji, all I do is win 3, messaged me. This guy does everything for me. He does match analysis. He watches every one of my gosh darn YouTube videos. He helps me improve. And the one time he messages me, he's like, hey man, haven't been playing much the last couple months, but in the few games I have played, I think I've been playing really well. And he's like proud of himself and he wants his friend to enjoy that with him. Well, what did I do? I'm gonna watch these replays tonight, stoked to check them out, bro. And I must admit, I haven't checked them out. I haven't checked them out at all, in fact. So we are here to rectify this issue. I'm checking them out right now. But yeah, Benji often, he likes to hang out with some weird names. NBCXSD. Don't tell anybody that this is his account. But he's hanging out in the 1500s, much like myself, up against a 1668 gamer. Let's see what's going on. And he's leading with his favorite Pokemon into a lead Marowak. This happened before the Tetrafolium video, folks. By the way, check out Tetrafolium's video on Marowak. It's not a lead Marowak on that team, but it also features a Hariyama of all things, believe it or not. Well, we've knocked off its thick club. That's nice. Wish Salamence as well. And this thing is double Swords Dancing out, but it's getting roared. Wish, Roar, Utility Salamence alongside Knockoff Yama and Snorlax. It wouldn't be a Benji team without a Snorlax. Okay. Hidden Power Fighting Mixed Zapdos. That did 38%. My goodness. All right, well, the ensuing one isn't going to do too much. +1 return. If only we had sand, that Zapdos would be down. We live the Thunderbolt, though. Okay, and we trade our Snorlax for a Zapdos. That's fine. We force them to reveal the T-Tar. They got to click another button. And we're saving the Lax for later, getting Yama in on a Rock Slide. I love it. You can Brick Break here. You can knock something else off. You're actually going to double Immense on an Earthquake. Whoa. Okay. Smeargle in the back? Whoa. Okay, technology. You don't often see Smeargle in the non-lead slot. I've seen it before. It's just simply DDing up. And we've Wish passed to the Snorlax, to the Curselax. NNM is just okay with it. We have to sack the sleep somewhere, of course. We could go to Mence and get Roar back. And we've also intimidated the Smeargle before it can Baton Pass anywhere. That's nice. So the T-Tar has speed. What utility moves are we running on the Mence? We may never know. Our Umbreon has been taunted. That's not optimal. But yeah, we're just Intim spamming this thing. And it's damn fast, but it's no stronger than when it started. And this could just be a Roar click. Or I suppose we could go to Ludicolo and click Surf, which looks excellent into everything that's revealed. And NM is just going to be simply clicking Rock Slide. And if you don't get a flinch right now, then you're looking like you're in slight shambles. Your Marowak has been knocked off. Your Smeargle, it's already got a Sleep Sack. You can't put anything else to sleep. And we've had a 40 all along. Meta gets an attack raise. That's a little annoying. Oh, Agility Gross with an attack raise. Not what you want to see. And Benji's just taking the Earthquake damage. Not trying to mess with the meta. Not trying to mess with it. All right, well, we don't have a kill from this range. Is this Lum meta or does it have a berry? Oh, it's Lychee Berry. Oh, boy. That's no good. We sack the Yama and keep the Fortress for later. Umbreon is here. Can you take a +2 mash? Umbreon is such a goddamn champion. Holy moly. I did not see that coming. Well, that was excellently maneuvered. And yeah, we still have the Fori for a potential explosion in the back. And yeah, Charm Umbreon. Of course it's Charm Umbreon. And the rest of NNM's team is in complete shambles. That Rock Slide miss is a bit unfortunate. I don't know if you can do 27% to a Fortress anymore. Oh my god, and just getting another Intimidate off. We got some leftovers chip on the Fori. Surely it can come in and click a button someday. And now we're wishing. Wow. Focus Punch? Well, that'll do it, right? Yeah. That will allow us to get the Ludi back to health. And I think we're one Rain Dance away from this being very over. Yeah, just clicking Surf makes sense there. I'm guessing, does Focus Punch even kill if you click Rain Dance? Maybe you're worried about crit and you're just like not risking it. He's encored you into clicking Surf for what it's worth. And he was, so it was a bit of a bluff that he was going to go Mence to resist your Surf. But you're double DDing up in front of a Roar Pokemon. What? And then what are you doing? I mean, I know you're in a tough spot and like the game is all but lost already. I understand all that. Wow. If only Benji had been able to click spikes once. But looks like the Ludi should be able to come in and, again, I think it should be able to click Rain Dance and win pretty easily. And yeah, like the continued Dragon Dances in front of Roar and or Charm Pokemon is very confusing to me. And okay, congratulations, like you've encored the Umbreon into Charm. But you're not, I mean, what are you doing? You're Dragon Dancing? You're not going to want to pass all that minus attack to Salamence. You're never going to outpace. I don't understand the way that this team is being piloted. I'm gonna put this on fast, folks, because it appears that this one is over, and I think there's a little bit of inting going on. Yeah, just clicking Ice Beam and that's it. All right, Benji, there's a good game. That was well played. I like a lot of those plays. Let's get into game 2. All right, looking like the same team. Glalie is here, and it's actually barely living a Brick Break. I wonder if it's EV'd specifically for Hariyama Brick Break. That's kind of insane. Well maneuvered to get the Forian to take that explosion, and Moltres is here with a spike up. That looks like thick fat Yama if I've ever seen one. I'd like to think I've seen one or two. Choice Band is gone from the meta. It gets a little bit of versatility, but it lacks the firepower now. Of course, I suppose if it gets an attack raise, it's kind of like Choice Band meta that can pick whatever move it wants. So Ludi is Leech Seeding. And you should be able to live another Meteor Mash. The Ludi outspeeds the Jolt. Okay, Surf does not kill. We've been Thunder Waved and it's leftovers, so no Lum. The Ludi will never outspeed anything for the rest of its days, but we've done a lot, man. We've chipped the Metagross down a little bit. We've taken out the Jolt. And yeah, we'll let the Ludi go to Just Misunderstood. The Tyrannosif. Utility Salamence is here. Is it just going to be a wish to see what happens? Yeah. You can go to Fori or Yama here. I don't mind Fori. You can try to get a spin. You can get a spike. There's no spin blocker to speak of. Fully revealed enemy team. Do you prioritize the spin or the spike more? And it's looking like the spin. And that makes sense to me. You stabilize. Again, you have the Wish Salamence. You can spike later. Play the long game. That's the pace of this team, is stabilize and then find the opportunity to go on the offensive. That's what I'm garnering from this. Okay, clicking Toxic into the meta coming in. Maybe hoping that that was Moltres or T-Tar. Hydro Pump is a 3-hit KO, so you could take a second layer here if you want and hope for a miss. No miss, but no crit, so you do get an explosion. You trade with the entire Swampert. Brilliant. I'm trying to remember what the team is. What do you have in the back? You've got Umbreon and Snorlax. Okay, so it's not rock spam. So getting rid of the rock resist isn't as imperative for this team as others, but you don't gotta deal with the whole ass Swampert anymore, man. And we're the ones with the spike. Flamethrower crit. Did that matter? I feel like that might have mattered. Holy moly. Gaming is happening. Esoteric execute. Trying to Dragon Dance up, but it's simply Roar. It's simply Roar. And Benji actually apologized in the chat, so I think the Flamethrower crit did matter. Unfortunately for his opponent. No such luck for them. The Moltres has been toxicked. Wish Salamence is looking very well positioned. Oh, and Roar from Esoteric. when you're toxic and this is, yeah, your second to last Pokemon, I don't know if you're allowed to click Roar. I think you need like burns and crits. It's over. It was over. Well played from Benji. Strong gaming. Let me know in the comments, how did you think the gaming went? And do you think Benji should forgive me? I don't know. But we watch his gaming. We watch some games. I've got another video coming out soon. We're going to have the replay of the week from this past stream. I also have a video on the replay of the week from 2 replay of the weeks ago. I imagine most of you are no longer listening, but if you're still here and you haven't subbed, sub. Join my Discord, submit replays for replay of the week in there. And that's it. I'll see you next time.